What's up guys, Kevin or the Sports Geek here, and in this video I'm going to go over my DraftKings Masters picks for 2017, and I'm also going to run a $50 PayPal contest in the comment section below the video on YouTube. So check that out as well. Also make sure you click that like or thumbs up button to help support my YouTube channel. Let's get right into these picks. All right, so because this is the Masters and DraftKings is running some great contests this week, I'm going to give out more picks and more golfers than normal. I'm going to have 15 golfers in this video, and I'm also going to plan to email out everyone maybe an update, maybe my favorite picks or maybe some extra picks. So if you're not signed up for my email updates, make sure you click on the link in the YouTube description below to get signed up for that. So for this video, I'm breaking down my picks into 3 different categories. We've got the Augusta course form, we've got key stats, and recent form. So starting off, we're going to start off with course form. Phil Mickelson, 8,700. He's won the Masters in 2006 and 2010. He's got 4 top 5s since 2009. But what worries me a little bit is his miscut in 2 of the last 3 years. But with that said, he's playing really good golf right now. Currently, it is Saturday of the Shell Houston Open, so a week before the Masters, and Phil Mickelson made the cut there on the number. So not a great Thursday, Friday, but we'll see how he does on the weekend. And overall, he's just been playing pretty well lately. He definitely loves playing at the Masters, and he's only 8,700 this week at DraftKings. I'll definitely have him in my lineups. Then we've got Jordan Spieth, 11,500. He won the Masters in 2015, and he's come in second in his other 2 appearances. And I'm sure most of you guys remember last year, he looked like he was on his way to win, had a bit of a meltdown there. So as long as he can get over that, I think he'll do pretty well again this year. What worries me a little bit is his miscut at the Shell Houston Open this past week. He didn't look great striking the ball, but if he can get back to his form, he definitely loves the Masters. He definitely loves the greens there, and going to be in contention, I think, on Sunday. So I'll pay up for Spieth at 11,500. Next up, we got Lee Westwood at 7,200. He's finished 11th or better in 6 of his last 7 years. And he's also finished second in 2010 and 2016. So again, another guy who absolutely loves playing at the Masters. The only thing that worries me is he absolutely sucked this past week at the Shell Houston Open. I had a lot of exposure to him, and he just wasn't striking the ball well, wasn't doing anything well, missed the cut, finishing close to the bottom of the leaderboard. Just looked really bad at the Shell Houston Open. He did look pretty good at the match play. Didn't make it out of his group, but he looked pretty good there. But bad at the Shell Houston Open. So I'm not sure what to do. I'm sure I'll have him in some lineups, just not sure how much exposure I'll have to him. And then we've got Rory McIlroy, 10,600. Pretty good price compared to the other top golfers. He's finished 8th, 4th, and 10th the last 3 years at the Masters. He's never won it. This could be his year. I'll definitely play some Rory in some lineups for sure. And then the last golfer here for the course horses, we've got Angel Cabrera, 6,700. He won here in 2009. He came in second in 2013, where he lost in a playoff to Adam Scott. I believe it was on the second hole. And he came 24th last year. I believe he came somewhere, I think it was about 22nd the year before. Had a miscut the year before, but he does absolutely love playing at the Masters. Usually comes into form, even if he's not in good form coming into the Masters. Somehow figures out his game for the Masters. And this week he did make the cut at the Shell Houston Open. So that's a good sign for him. I'll definitely have a couple lineups in there with Cabrera. The next category here is key stats, and these stats are all prior to the Houston Open, as that tournament hasn't finished at the time of recording this, but the rankings shouldn't change too much after that anyways. First up, we got Dustin Johnson, 11,300, number 1 golfer in the world right now. Definitely going to be very highly owned on DraftKings, but definitely someone that you probably will want to play if you're doing multiple lineups. He's 2nd in driving distance, 6th in par 5 scoring, and 7th in birdie or better percentage. Next up, Brendan Steele, 7,100. He's 4th in scrambling, 7th in par 5 scoring, 19th in birdie or better percentage. Doesn't have a great record at the Masters. I think he's just 0 for 1 with a missed cut, but someone I'll be looking at for sure. John Ram, 8,600. Definitely going to be one of the highest owned golfers on DraftKings this week for the Masters, but he should be priced closer to 9,600. So I definitely will be rostering him a bit. Not sure how much. We'll see closer to the week depending on what I think his ownership levels will be. But I think he'll be very highly owned at that price. He's 6th in birdie or better percentage, 13th in strokes gained approaching the green, and 19th in scrambling this year. He hasn't played at the Masters, so that's a little bit of a disadvantage to him, but at 8,600, I think he makes a pretty solid play. Hideki Matsuyama, 10,600. He's second in par 5 scoring and fifth in birdie or better percentage. Very pricey, probably will be lower owned than guys around him, which makes him a good GPP play. Justin Thomas, 8,900. He's first in birdie or better percentage, 12th in driving distance. He started off the season very hot, a couple wins, and then has kind of cooled off a bit, but probably too cheap there at 8,900. I'll definitely take a look at him. The last category here is going to be recent form. These are golfers that enter the Masters in great form. Starting off this list, definitely deserves to be first on this list. We've got Ricky Fowler, 9,300. He's finished 12th, 16th, and 1st in his last 3 tournaments played, and he's currently top 5 in Houston. So behind maybe Dustin Johnson, he's maybe the hottest guy on tour right now, depending on how he finishes off in Houston. Next, we've got Tyrrell Hatton, 7,600. He's finished 4th, 10th, and 4th in his last 3 tournaments played on the PGA Tour. Comes into the Masters in great form. He's been looking great overall lately. He is making his Masters debut this week, so it's going to be tough for him, but at 7,600, definitely really like him this week. Tommy Fleetwood, 6,900. He's finished 10th, 2nd, and 12th in his last 3 tournaments played. Again, he's another guy making his Masters debut, but 6,900 for a guy in that great of form. Definitely will have some of Fleetwood in my lineups. Adam Hadwin, Canadian boy, 6,900. He's finished 6th, 1st, and 34th in his last 3 tournaments played. Again, another guy who's making his Masters debut. Given his form and his price, I'll definitely throw him in some lineups at 6,900. Kevin Kisner, 6,900. He's finished 2nd, 11th, and 48th his last 3 tournaments played. So that second place finish looks good at the Arnold Palmer. He's finished 37th last year in his lone Masters appearance. So he's a guy that I'll definitely take quite a bit of at 6,900. Good form, decent history, course history, and what we've seen so far out of him, and a great price for him. So that rounds up my 15 DraftKings picks for the Masters. I'll definitely email out some updates, whether I have more picks or I narrow down my favorite picks from this list. So make sure you're signed up for the email list. Just click on that DFS emails link in the YouTube description below. And if you guys want to win more money at DraftKings, make sure that you guys are signing up for Fantasy Labs and checking out the Sports Geek Pro model over there and all the other pro models and tools that they have. I'll leave a link to Fantasy Labs in the YouTube description below. And if you guys enjoyed this video, please do me a big favor and click that like or thumbs up button on YouTube. It will help support my YouTube channel and let me know that you guys want me to do more videos like this. So good luck this week at the Masters, guys, on DraftKings. Hopefully one of you guys takes down that Millie Maker and wins $1 million. That would be absolutely amazing, or at least just a big prize. So again, good luck to all you guys, and hope you guys make some money. Cheers. If you don't want to miss out on any videos that I post, I would love for you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. To do that, just click on this button over here, or if you want to watch another one of my videos that I think you'll enjoy, click on the video image over here.